So Julia, obviously for this content creation, you need resources. And there are many challenges in terms of delivering it on budget and in time. So share some of the examples as to how startups actually end up overcoming such obstacles.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. And this is what I love about the folks on this call is we all have a different lens.
Mhm.
I think Chris is spot on with regard to going and asking your customers. I tend, as a chief marketing officer, as a service, I tend to back the view up a little bit of is your strategy aligning to your larger corporate goals? Is your marketing strategy, let me be a little clearer, which then leads to what is the market position of your product solution platform in the context of how you're solving the problems of your customers? What does it look like in the context of your competitors? And then what is uh, that market definition or the differentiation message that you really need to clarify? And again, it goes along with what Chris said of what are the problems you're trying to solve, and then developing a content strategy. And I always say you're going to use as much time that you give yourself. You're a startup, you need to move fast. This doesn't need to take 6 months. Take 2 weeks, think about your marketing strategy. What's your position? What's your position of market dominance in terms of that message as it aligns to your ICP and your customers? Talk to them, ask them, talk to your board, talk to your colleagues who are in that same space, and then create the content. Because if you're not thinking through as Chris said, you just jump in, you're now wasting time, resources. And if you're a founder, we all know this. You're running your product development, you're running HR, you're running finance, you're running marketing, you're trying to go to your kid's soccer game, and time is limited, money is limited. So if you can figure out what are those key pieces of content message so that you can then create the content itself with derivatives, then you're saving a lot of time. And one thing I'll touch on before I finish here is this also helps with team morale. If you're having your team spinning and spinning and spinning because you haven't really defined your message or your ICP or your content strategy, your team's just going to get real frustrated. So I think there's a way to go slow to go fast.